Alright guys, welcome to class. Today we'll be solving past question papers on your 11 plus exams and we'll be focusing on fraction. All the things you need to know on fractions, we'll be solving all of them today. So I have the first question here as you can see on the screen. So the best thing to do is to represent those asterisk with an x over 5 plus x over 10 equal to 9 over 10. Now, there's something we regard as equivalent fractions. We regard it as what? Equivalent fractions. Whatever thing you do to the all part, which is your numerator, also do that to the denominator. So I'll ask myself, what will I do to 5 so that it becomes 10? I will multiply by 2. But equivalent fraction says, whatever I do to the denominator, I should do to the numerator as well. And that's exactly what I'm going to do right away. So I'll have 2x. So let me put it down properly. 2 times x over 5 times x plus x, not here should be x, please. X here should be times 2. Then you have x over 10 equal 9 over 10. Right? So let's add a new page. So I had 2 times x all over 5 times 2 plus x over 10 equal 9 over 10. So this is 2x, right, over 10 plus x over 10 is equal to 9 over 10. For us to add or subtract fractions, their denominators must be the same. We'll call them like fractions. So like fractions. Like fractions are fractions having the same denominator. So for us to actually solve any question on that, their denominators must be the same. And that's what we regard as what? As your like fractions. So having said that, let's proceed and simplify. We have 3x over 10 is equal 9 over 10. Mathematically, 10 here will give us 1, 10 here will give us 1. You have 3x is equal 9. Now we're looking for the value of x. I divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 3. 3 cancel 3. 3 here, we have that x is equal to 3. So what we have there missing is what? What is missing right there is our x. X is missing and that x is equal 3. So if I'm to report our answer, I would just say that the asterisk, which is here, over 5 plus x over 10 is equal to 9 over 10. So the asterisk here should be 3, right? So when I have 3 over 5 plus 3 over 10. But remember what I said? For you to add or subtract fractions, their denominators must be the same. So what will I do to 5 so that it becomes 10? I multiply here by 2, multiply here by 2 plus 3 all over 10, right? So if you simplify, you're going to have 6 over 10 plus 3 over 10, which is equal to 9 over 10. So you've seen that our answer is x equal 3. Let's solve one more problem, and then we call it a day for today. Then we'll continue again in our next class. He said, here is a list of fractions. Pick out 3 from the list that have the same value. So we're going to make use of the concept of equivalent fraction to pick the one that have the same value. So let's start with 3 over 12. So 3 over 12, you can reduce to the lowest term. What do I mean by reducing to the lowest term? You divide the numerator and the denominator by the same number. It is also regarded as equivalent fractions. 3 will have 1, 3 into 12, I will have 4. So therefore, it means that 3 over 12 is equal to 1 over 4. Let's box this and keep it somewhere because we're going to make reference to it later on. Now we have 4 over 7. 4 over 7 is still 4 over 7. There is nothing that we can do about that. 4 over 7 remains 4 over 7. So we have 4 over 7. It remains 4 over 7. Then I have 2 over 8. 2 here will give us 1. 2 here will give us what? 4. So therefore, I also have that 2 over 8 is equal 1 over 4. So let me box this as well. Then next one I have 1 over 3 separate. And then I also have 1 over 4. So we have to pick out 3 from this list that are the same. So you can see that 3 over 12 is equal to 1 over 4 and 2 over 8 is also equal to 1 over 4. what did we do? Dividing them by numbers, right, by the same factor. For this first one, right, for this one, we divided it by what? We divided this one by 3, so we have 1 over 4. Then here again by 2 and 2, I have 1 over 4, and this is 1 over 4. So this is what we regard as equivalent fraction. Now, one key thing I want you to always remember is that equivalent fraction says, in summary, equivalent fraction says you divide, you're going to divide the numerator. You either divide or multiply the numerator by the same number, right? And before you can add or subtract fractions, denominators must be the same, right? Denominators must be the same, right? So these are the things I want you to remember. We still have a lot of questions to solve right there. So in our next class, we'll be looking at this one that says, what is the value of 5 divided by 1 over 3? We still have a whole lot of questions to simplify, but I want to end it right here. Remember that fraction is built on equivalent fractions. See you in the next class. Bye-bye.